Good afternoon, everybody. Me again, Robert Firestone. 2:02 p.m. The date, Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. Alright. Corsi, very smart man. 8chan channel of the Anons, I guess, and people that's supposed to be wiser and smarter than all of us combined. Okay, that's how I look at it. Okay, I got something for y'all to go research. Okay, y'all want to get rid of this cabal, help get rid of this cabal, playing the game, the puzzle that's been put out here by QAnon or number 2 QAnon or who the true QAnon is or whatever. It's really irrelevant to my situation, and I don't really think it corresponds with a whole lot of other people's understanding on what needs to be done. Okay, I'll quote Q if I quote it correctly. But don't forgive me, because I don't walk on water. Was it past proves future, future proves past? Okay, both of them are the same term. Okay, looked at in the right way. Okay, the Fed, okay, the Federal Reserve Bank, they are the orchestrators of all of this in the beginning. Okay, you shut these people down, you shut all of them down. Okay, there are tentacles that's growing off of this Fed, known as all these other banks. Okay, you start digging around and you start seeing how many banks that the feds really have interest in. Okay, let's see, adopted into, partly run. They're the ones that make the rules, regulations for all the banks and the money. Okay, that's where you crooks started. Okay, I don't need no 14 degrees hanging on the wall to figure this out. Okay, been knowing it for a long time. There's a thing on Judge Ginsburg. Okay, Judge Ginsburg, crawl back to your master's grave. Okay, you know things are kind of heading in the right way when they start using people that looks like they're dead of importance and children. Okay, what all's going on out here? Okay, Trump says he's going to start cutting the Fed's budget. At any time that he cuts the feet, legs, whatever, the pork, the fat off of the federal government, that's a positive. Okay, for me it is, because the more branches of these things that get shut down, okay, it's going to be showing more and more of the waste that was sitting there in the first place for a long time. Okay, and there was something on the Post that was talking about it has to be done in a certain way and a certain time frame to keep people from going crazy. Okay, when you get over this shit. Okay, I understand what people's trying to say. Okay, it took right at 200 years to get us into this mess, and watch every rat on a sinking ship start running. Are y'all trying to say that it's going to take another 200 years to fix the mess when y'all already put the laws in place that's supposed to have never allowed this in the first place? Okay, who's bullshitting who? Smoke and mirrors more? Okay, I'm not supposed to understand, or somebody else out here, that they have a hard time picking between a latte or black coffee. That's their biggest choice in a day's time. Okay, because they're kin to some other bodies that has a name of their family up the higher ranks. I don't understand this. Okay, I'm human. I bleed just like the rest of us out here. Okay, and the rest of us out here has been putting up with the bullshit economy, the housing market. Okay, all this stuff's been a fraud and a sham from the get-go. Okay, people don't have to believe. The sad part of it is the truth is out there. It always has been out there. Okay, many years ago, for somebody to find out the truth about any government agency, any state agency, any local agency, you had to go straight to their headquarters. Okay, then somehow or another have granted permission to get into their records. Okay, and look through what they call public access records that was open to the public. Okay, sometimes they would charge you for copies, or they'd even charge you to go into the room. Sometimes it's free and permittable, but certain sections you wasn't allowed to go into and research. Okay, now that's been completely abolished because you can find out everything you want to find out, at least up to 89%. Okay, anything that you want to dig into, there's some source of records out there to see clearly. Okay, who, what, when, and where has done this. Okay, me and my fiance have been watching this show and it blew me away. I go through these, find a show and go through like it's binge watching. The name of the show is People of Interest. Okay, this individual that's I guess middle-aged geek. He been broke up in a car accident. Not sure what's wrong with him yet. That's trying to be part of the storyline with Secret. Anyway, the guy creates a computer, okay, that tells the future, and what it spits out, okay, for people that don't want to believe that how connected, okay, we are, our birth certificate, social security numbers, and this, that, and the other. This computer spits out just random social security numbers to tell them that they're going to have to protect these people because something's going to go wrong in their life, and some other kind of government agency or some other individuals trying to kill them. It's a trip, okay? This computer. And this computer in this movie, this TV show on Netflix, they look at it like it's a god, okay? And I've seen reference after reference, okay, to the CIA, the NSA, about every three-letter agency out there is in this show, okay, and showing how it works. It takes place in, of all places, New York. But like I said, the clues to the mysteries, the computer spits out random social security numbers. They wasn't important to us, okay? Why would they even be doing some shit like that, okay? But I was just figured I'd get on here and drop a few things, let everybody know, this still blows me away, and I'm kind of, I guess the old saying is better be pissed off than pissed on. Well, I'm pissed off, and I can see the door that would slam all this shit shut. Okay, if our government couldn't get up on a nightly newscast for at least a month, okay, every night, and have everybody start hoarding water, guns, ammo, food, okay, so they can actually shut the illegitimate government down that's been in business for God knows how long, really. District of Columbia is its own country, people, if you don't know this, okay? Go look it up. Go look in the patent office. Why the hell we need the United States patent? Because it's a corporation, okay? Or illegitimate government, I feel like, and I can kind of see, that it's trying to put itself back in its rightful place, and that's for we, the people. Like I said, if it took 200 years to get us into this mess, it's going to be 200 years to get us out when y'all have already adopted and applied all these rules, laws, to keep this stuff from happening in the first place. A lot of people don't even understand that they're been caught up in the biggest identity theft in the world from birth, okay? We ain't talking about one generation, we're talking about multiple generations of people, okay? ever since this stuff started. You get into and you start looking at the feds on the influence they had on us and how they set us up. Follow it from the beginning. Don't start somewhere, jump in the middle and think you're going to figure it out, because it is a complex, organized scheme. Okay, one of the biggest takeover schemes I mean, if people that was doing hostile takeovers in businesses could have adopted this idea for themselves, there would be a whole lot more monopoly businesses right now than there ever has been. Okay, they not just managed to take down the United States, they took down the world. Okay, the rest of the world's fighting against this too, my understanding. For some reason, they still want to keep using Russia as the boogeyman. Okay, Russia ain't no damn boogeyman. Russia right now, if you go look at their finances that's out there on the web, okay, and have an understanding that the only wars they're sticking their nose into when it's got something to do with their finances of their country and its people. Okay, even though there's some still dirty dealings going on, this, that, and the other, their way of doing things, okay, has tremendously slowed down and went in reverse. Okay, their new business model for its country and their people looks almost just like the United States did back in the 20s and 30s. Okay, we're being lied to. Okay, this QAnon's a good thing, I think, and at the same time it keeps us going in this way. Okay, never this way. Okay, if we ain't seeing this, and like I said, there's so many laws, it's already on the books that's supposed to keep this stuff from happening in the first place. Okay, what the hell's going on? I've seen and heard several different places that our government's trying to put the Constitution back in play. What the hell does that mean? Does that mean somehow or another our Constitution got canceled? Okay, I don't see how in the hell that even happened in the first place, other than everybody wants to run and blame Obama. Go back and see what the feds had to say about it when they started their bullshit here. Okay, y'all, I'm not going to stay on here too long. Like I said, I'm asking everybody to go watch it if they can go see it. It's a real interesting show once you get into the storyline. It's kind of an action adventure too. It got spies in it. These GQ looking spies. But anyway, it's called People of Interest. Okay, very good. I've liked it so far. And what's weird is, I think this show was filmed and put out back 2014, 2015. I'm sitting here looking at the headlines daily, and then I'll go, me and my fiance are watching in the evening times, and I'll sit there and watch the headlines unfold in this story. Remember, this is the past that I'm watching this in, but its references to what's going on now is mind-blowing. If you'll pay attention, there's some that's subtle, some that's blatant. Okay, there's an agent in it, or not an agent, she's a New York City detective for homicide, I think, black lady. I won't even say it. Well, yeah, I will. Her name's Sarah Carter. For anybody that's been trying to keep up with the 8chan and Q phenomenon, okay, and the news, and I ain't gonna say that, but there's also a bunch of other references in there too that applies to this. And that book, The Art of War, and one or two of the episodes brought up. And one's a young black kid that's supposedly a well-talented jazz player and artist. And I think this kid's 13, 14 years old. He's done read The Art of War and understands it. Okay, there's reasons they're putting these references in there. Now, this is the past. But I'm telling you, For me, I ain't no genius, ain't got to be. I know where my enemy started. I should know where to go back and start shutting the door on its ass. And our own government knows this too. And everybody that's wanting to run around and not pay attention to the big elephant in the room is the Federal Reserve. If you got money, you got power. You got absolute power. And the more you feed that power, the more greed there is. Okay? When they start controlling the scenarios of the money and wealth with the power, okay, that means they control the whole board. The people can't see it. And then wrap themselves up into our lives so tight and so hard, it's like being wound up by an anaconda, and you allow it to happen for the last few seconds, then you try to fight it. Well, we're right now in that battle. And it will, I believe, going to take all of us with a half a voice and half reasoning and start using something that was given to us, okay, that a lot of people won't use, called common sense. When you hear something or you're watching a news article, do what we did when we was 5. Question everything. You can stay wrapped up a long time, but once you start putting truth back in, kicking the lie back out, okay, then your mind starts reasoning again. Okay, the ones that ain't awake, hey, it's going to come to that it's going to come to that anyway. There's, the old saying is you can't fix stupid. Okay? And for the ones that don't want to wake up, and that's the majority of them, because most of them, if you ask them anything that was going on that was current event out here, anywhere in the world, or even in their own city, most of the time, at least 75-80% of them couldn't tell you shit, but they could tell you what a bowl of wings is down at your local, the place to buy hot wings and a beer, or a football game. They can tell you the stats on that one. But see, it's something as we the people and the Christian people, they try to separate themselves from church and state. Okay? Well, once the dog got let loose, okay, it went to hunting, but it never come back to roost. Okay? Nobody was never around to say, hey, why are you doing this? That's against the people's constitution out here. Wait, why are you doing that? Why is there this much money going to your organization? For what purposes? All that ceased to, it just didn't exist no more. There wasn't nobody there to guard the gate for these idiots. Stupidity run rampant. Then it blowed out of proportion. Greed become the prominent force behind everything out there. Never enough. More. Had to be more. How much money can you stack up in a corner? How much, how much wealth or prestige does an individual need? When is enough is enough? Okay? Most of us out here live from paycheck to paycheck, and if this means that I got a common thread in me of decency, I'll keep living like this till the day I die. Because if that's what money means to them people, I guess in a roundabout way it'd be nice to have some things, but I'd rather not be tempted to the point to where use something that's a tool known as money. The good thing is I can keep myself food, clothes, place to live, do what I need to do to survive, okay? Maybe even move forward in life a little bit. These people, if you think about it, the ones that the Q was just talking about was born into this, okay? They don't have just a silver spoon in their mouth. They got one crammed in their ass, up their nose, through their teeth. These people are so disillusional on what's real and what ain't. That's another factor, group of people that you can't fix stupid. Alright, y'all. Peace. It's right at 20 minutes. I just wanted to get on here and talk about a few things. Rome, Corsi, HN. People ought to go check that out. But I'm giving Corsi and HN a challenge. Y'all want to stop this? Do the history. Okay? You know who started it, then you know where it should be finished. Okay? They didn't give up their power. The only thing they done is spread it out and made it look smaller in pieces. Grab the tentacles, pull them back into the mothership, and you'll find who the damn true enemy is. Okay? Peace.